Okay, welcome to the Saturday news. We have some very big changes and updates here. Some changes to features live in the game right now. The Dark Moon Faire and how you can use it to greatly enhance the endgame for you. Changes to other racials. Content preview over the next couple of weeks, which is coming very soon. Absolutely nuclear class changes coming to the PTR. WoW's 20th anniversary. And so much more. My name's Sky from the Comeback Kids. It's your Saturday morning news. Grab a cup of coffee. Sit down. We got a lot to discuss. Okay, starting off with something light and palatable, everyone knows that you gotta do your weeklies for the caches, but not only for relic offer keys, but for a chance at some good loot. Now, I don't know about you all, but I don't mind a little bit of a challenge. When we first did the Awakening the Machine 20 rounds of mobs thing, it wasn't the easiest thing ever, but we got it done nonetheless. Well, it seems that a lot of players actually ended up struggling on the Awakening the Machine feature, and it actually forced Blizzard's hand to nerf it less than 2 weeks after it was released. Damage decreases to the only mobs that are dangerous in there by like 20%, and then the med packs that drop are now on the ground for a total of 2 minutes, so you can just stockpile them, and if you ever get in a sticky situation, you go eat them all at once and you're good to go. Listen, I remember during Shadowlands running Torghast, it being pretty damn difficult at some point on my rogue, and, you know, a challenge that I did enjoy. Don't get me wrong, Shadowlands and Torghast had a mountain of problems, but I really like that challenging aspect in me solo, you know, doing that whole thing. I just did the Awakening of the Machine last night on my rogue post-nerf, and it was something that I pretty much just steamrolled over and had like little to no difficulty involving in it now. Let me know what you all think about it in the comment section below about the nerfs and stuff. I didn't think it was something that was too necessary, but they did it nonetheless. Moving on to a more profession-based feature, it was confirmed that concentration takes a total of 100 hours to fully recover in the War Within, coming in at about 10 concentration per hour. It of course takes 100 hours to recharge, which means that concentration is one of the most valuable resources in the game, considering you cannot buy it and it's 100% simply just time gated. However, you definitely can be using this to leverage premium profits due to it being so scarce. I personally have been using my concentration on cooldown on like 3, 4, 5 different characters at once to put out the most premium product available at tier 3 or tier 5 or whatever it is for an insane profit. So if your character's anywhere near the 1000, you know, concentration cap, you're making a pretty big mistake and you're losing out on profits upwards of like tens of thousands of gold, and you could be making it right now. I go a little bit deeper in this topic and a bunch of other features in our video we just posted the other day, so definitely be sure to check it out. I'll pin it on top of the screen here. Additionally, this week, we were delighted to be rewarded with the Dark Moon Faire coming back in town, and with it being the first Dark Moon Faire, the expansion, we got some very nice surprises, and those surprises include profession quests to increase your skill with that profession, as well as knowledge points, 10% to XP, as well as 10% to reputation buff, which is really big early on in the expansion. So officially, when the Dark Moon Faire comes to town, you get these profession-based quests that give you 3 knowledge points, as well as 2 skill points, for each of your professions that you have, and both of the quests will probably take about a minute or 2 to do. So what I've been doing across all my characters and alts is just bang these out really quick, get a nice chunk of skill points, and knowledge points was really big also. Additionally, when it comes to the reputation or XP gain increase, you can purchase the Darkmoon Top Hat at 10 tickets a pop, or you can just simply ride the carousel to get a 10% to XP or reputation buff as well. Either way, both of these are fantastic in terms of leveling alternate characters or getting a nice chunk of, you know, reputation increase for your farming out your renown. So definitely take advantage of this while you can before the reset. Additionally, this last reset, we were blessed with the opportunity to play the brand new Earthen race. The only problem is that the racials are pretty bugged and they're kind of crappy right now. Blizzard actually announced that the Earthen racials will be buffed very soon because currently their well-fed secondary stats bonus is actually providing less than the basic War Within food that you can get in the game right now, making it a actual DPS loss, which is quite ridiculous in my opinion. So those should be coming in any day now. But additionally, it also looks like we got some brand new transmog options for the Earthen, Dark Iron, and Dwarves in general. Now, let me make this very clear. This only comes to players that complete the introductory Earthen, you know, questline, because all these unlock for only Earthen, Dark Iron, and Dwarf characters. First, you just bang out the other allied race questline and then log into your new Earthen character. Then you complete the new Awakening storyline, and you unlock all these for these Dwarves in particular. I'm going to be honest, I would have loved for these to be, you know, available on other characters, but I guess it's exclusive. I think it makes it really cool and, you know, trying to push you to play an Earthen character. So I guess it's fine. I really, really like the, you know, heavy armor military variants of these, as well as the civilian cosmetics where, you know, you have the cogwheel on your back, which I think is really cool for engineers out there. Just remember, these are dwarf exclusive, so heads up on that one. Now, diving into some of the meat and potatoes of today's news video, Blizzard officially released the World of Warcraft War Within Season 1 features pretty much for the next 2 weeks in advance, displaying everything that's coming with it. So with September 10th being one of the biggest additions, we're going to be getting the Nurubar Palace Raid officially being released. Not only that, we're going to have dungeons being opened up to Mythic 0 difficulty, which is going to give us significantly better chance at loot. And then we have delves being shot up to tier 4, where we'll also get a brand new seasonal delve. And then lastly, for you PvP players out there, the PvP arena and battleground season will begin, where you will also have access to rated battleground solo queues as well, which is brand new this expansion, which is very, very, very exciting. Now, those are all the features. Let's dive into some of the rewards and what all of this entails. If you didn't know already, the Mythic Plus dungeon rotation is going to, you know, of course, include some dungeons from this expansion, but also a few from previous expansions. Mythic Plus dungeons coming from the War Within include Arakara, the City of Echoes, the City of Threads, the Stone Vault, which is one of my favorite dungeons, and the Dawnbringer, which brings some very challenging boss battles in there. When it comes to some of the other expansions, we have 2 coming from Shadowlands, which include the Mist of Tyrannus Scythe, which is a cool one, as well as Necrotic Wake. We have the Siege of Borealis from Battle for Azeroth, and then finally, the Grim Batol from Cataclysm. So a lot of really great dungeons in this first seasonal rotation that I think a lot of us are really going to enjoy. I'm personally really excited for that Necrotic Wake one. Now, when it comes to rewards from Mythic Plus dungeons, we have the Tempered title, which you can earn from hitting 2k in a Mythic Plus rating. You have the Diamond Mech Suit, which you can earn from hitting a Mythic Plus rating of 2k as well. And then lastly, you have the Luminous Nerubian Catalyst Stone from obtaining a Mythic Plus rating of 2500. Now, the Catalyst Stone is the only thing I'm a little bit unsure of. It just states that you can infuse your armor with a faint echo of the power of the depths of Nurubar to unlock additional visual effects for certain class set appearances. So let me know what you all think about this in the comment section below. I couldn't really find anything about it online. Maybe it's just a different version of the tier set, so we'll have to see. When it comes to PvP, of course, you have a wide variety of rankings that you can achieve, as well as rewards that come with those ranks. For example, you have the Forge Gladiator's Tabard, the Forge Gladiator's Prestigious Cloak, and the 3 different pennants, depending on which type of PvP content you performed exceptionally well in. Now, I'm not really sure what these pennants are supposed to look like, whether they're going to be, you know, a flag above your character, little pins on your character, or what, but either way, it is a little cosmetic to, you know, sort of flex and show off your achievements during the PvP season, which I think is really cool. Additionally, when it comes to the elite PvP gear, here are some of the different rankings required to obtain each piece of gear, as well as some cosmetics tied with that. Specifically, you have the Weapon Illusion cosmetics that come in at 1950 rank, the Procedure's Cloak at rank 2100, the Forge Gladiator's Tabard that comes in around 2400, which I'm personally going to be trying to obtain on my rogue like I did in Dragonflight Season 1 before I quit that expansion, so wish me luck on that one. For your solo players out there, we didn't forget about you because we do have a list of rewards and titles for delves as well. The Zekvir's Raptorial Spine, which looks awesome as a cloak cosmetic. You have the Ascension Breaker title as well as the schematic for your Void Mount customization for your delve-specific mount, which looks incredible. Not only that, something that's brand new, which they state right here in this article, actually says that the PvP row in the Great Vault will be replaced with a world option. Completing 1, 4, or 9 delves or world activities will unlock world slots in the Great Vault. Of course, the item levels from world gear in the Great Vault will scale with the difficulty of content that you completed and can reach up to heroic raid gear or mythic 15 dungeon gear. So this is absolutely mandatory in my opinion, and it's just easy pickings for your Great Vault cache, which is really, really nice as well. So definitely bang those out. I just want to quickly emphasize also how excited I am for all this different type of content, because it really feels like with the War Within, there's something for everybody, whether you're a solo PvP or a solo player, a group player that loves to raid or do content with other, players out there, people that like to do only Mythic Plus. No matter what you're interested in, it seems like there's exclusive features, rewards, and cosmetics or things like that for everybody. So I really, really love that, man. I can't believe how much they've blown me away with this expansion so far. I honestly haven't been this excited to play WoW in a long, long time. I quite literally have to force myself to log off every single day, and I'm blown away at what they've done so far. So hats off to the developers here. Additionally, when it comes to Season 1, features on September 17th, the Mythic Raid tier will open up, as well as the Story Mode option for the raid as well, which is going to be really, really exciting to see. Not only that, the Mythic Plus season opens up as well, and you'll be pushing out those dungeons as hard as you possibly can, as well as the Great Vault officially being active also. So a lot of things to look forward to over the next couple of weeks. So definitely lock in and get ready. We're just getting started here. A nice little tip actually to help you prepare for this week Tuesday that we saw on Wowhead. If you really, really want to push ahead and get your main really dialed up and ready to go for Tuesday, you could be farming out wax out in the open world to stack up and prepare for Season 1, because as you know, you can take this wax and turn it into valor stones whenever you need it. So you can pretty much cheese the cap and, you know, bypass the cap that you can have on your character and have a lot more than you can actually hold, which is a really interesting idea. So the idea, of course, is that you use your valor stones in the week coming up to upgrade some gear, and then when you run low on some valor stones, you go turn in all these globs of wax, instantly get a ton back, and then turn them in as well to get your valor stones, upgrade your gear. Bada bing, bada boom. Some players are even confirming that they have hundreds, if not thousands, of wax stockpiled, ready to turn in to go, which is absolutely insane in my opinion. So if you're really sweaty, you really want to push ahead, stack up some of these wax before next week, and it can definitely be an option for you to farm out this weekend. Looking ahead now into the future, we got to talk about 11.0.5 because we just got some big updates coming with that. We have the big patch that's coming soon that is bringing massive class changes to the War Within. But before we get into that, on a more simple note, the weekly cash coming in 11.0.5 that you gain from doing your, weekly events is actually being upgraded. Currently, the first 2 weekly caches that you get give you adventure level gear, but in 11.0.5, this adventure level gear is actually being changed to veteran level gear, which is going to be massive for gearing up some of your alternate characters and then getting them prepared for either, raiding, Mythic Plus, or solo content out there. Not only that, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. With 11.0.5, we got massive, massive class changes across the board. Now, when I say massive, I literally mean that, because this list of changes we can make dedicated videos on talking about for hours on end. So I have to kind of warn you ahead of time. If you're interested in looking at these greatly in depth, of course you can pause the video, check them out for your class in particular, because I'm going to have it all highlighted here. So if you're interested also, you can check out the link in the description below where I'll have it pinned. So please, if you want to just look at it yourself, go ahead and check it out there. When it comes to Death Knight, they are making some drastic changes to the Deathbringer hero talent tree by adding 3 brand new talents and making it a wide variety of changes to the talent tree overall. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens with them. For Demon Hunter, the only big change coming is actually coming to Vengeance with, healing to your Metamorphosis form now. When you go into Metamorphosis, it will now heal you for 40% of your max HP instead of modifying your health directly, which is really interesting to see. Balance Druid, however, is seeing nuclear changes with 6 brand new talents being introduced and changes to a ton of talents across the board. So you Balance Druid players, you gotta let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. You're gonna have to check this out in depth because I'm dying to hear your thoughts about it. As we all know, Balance Druid was one of the worst design classes heading into the War Within, so hopefully this makes things better. For Hunters, the Dark Ranger hero talent tree is pretty much getting a complete rework, with Kill Shot now being replaced with Black Arrow, while also having a ton of their talents involved in the tree just being redesigned. So I'm really curious to see what you all think about it as well, because thematically, I love the idea of the Dark Ranger hero talent tree. Not only that, Beast Mastery Hunter's getting a wide variety of changes, Marksmanship's getting changes, Survival's getting updates. So for Hunter overall, I guess they weren't really happy with them from a design standpoint, and I guess that's a good thing because a lot of people weren't really happy with them as well. So them looking at them very closely with the magnifying glass, across the board, is a very big win for Hunter. Now, when it comes to Blizzard's love child, of course, we have the changes to Mage coming in, which include Arcane getting some class changes as well as buffs and new talents and stuff like that. Fire Mage got some slight changes, nothing too crazy there though. For Monk, when it comes to Mistweaver, they were probably the highlight overall, with 4 brand new talents being embedded into the tree, as well as a passive ability being introduced as well. And then you got some damage increases across the board as well, so very interesting. If you're a Mistweaver Monk, you got to be happy about this. Let me know about it in the comment section below. When it comes to Paladin and their class-specific talent tree, it looks like they're just getting a complete rework with a ton of talents being changed in their location of the tree, as well as brand new talents being introduced and embedded into the tree as well. So this is a nice little rework for Paladin, which is crazy considering Paladin's the most played class in the game right now at this current moment. So them making the drastic changes like this is surely going to shake up a lot of people's thoughts and opinions. Not only that, the Lightsmith hero talent tree is getting a couple new talent tree nodes, as well as some minor class changes to Holy, Protection, and Rep Paladin as well. So big changes across the board for Paladin. Very, very interesting stuff. When it comes to Rogue, they got a couple key updates with Cut to the Chase now granting Slice and Dice instantly, so you won't have to have Slice and Dice, on your character beforehand to get this passive, which is really, really nice. Soothing Darkness is getting buffed as well, and, there's some class changes to the Fate-bound hero talent tree as well, so a couple key changes to Outlaw, Subtlety, some big stuff here. Some of these changes will definitely change the way you play drastically for Subtlety and Outlaw in particular. Elemental Shaman is once again getting some massive updates with 4 new talents being embedded into the tree, as well as a wide variety of talents, moving positions as well. They got tons of buffs and nerfs across the board and all that fun stuff. So it looks like Elemental is getting, changed drastically once again. Same goes for Enhancement Shaman with 3 brand new talents being embedded into the tree, as well as buffs and nerfs and all that fun stuff. So if you're Shaman main, definitely press pause on both of these as, these are very, very drastic changes to both these DPS specs for the Shaman. Additionally, something to note for Shaman is that they made some changes to the Totemic hero talent tree because at this point it was very bad for enhancement. So hopefully this change could, make it a lot better for them. For Warlock, they're making some updates to the Diabolic Ritual as well as Touch of Rancora. And then for Warrior, they're making pretty much little to no changes. I know I said this before, but there is a ton to go through with here. There is a mountain of changes. You can make dedicated videos on this. If you guys are interested, check it out in the comment section below. I just wanted to show you guys some highlights of it and prune it down a little bit. So if you're interested in looking at it really in depth, go check it out. I pinned it. Then, of course, I'm sure you all have heard the massive news on the World of Warcraft 20th anniversary event. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it for 20-30 minutes because I know a lot of you saw it already, but I just wanted to get into it, break it down quickly once again, a quick little summary about everything that's coming. So coming in the 11.0.5 patch is the 20th anniversary for World of Warcraft and the 30th anniversary celebrating Warcraft in general. This includes Blackrock Depths coming into the game as a 10 to 15 player raid that has 3 different difficulty options, including LFR, normal, and heroic difficulty. You have new world events that include the revisiting to the opening gates of Ahn'Qiraj, which includes enemies from the Scourge, the Legion, and the Qiraji invasion that you're gonna have to go fight in Silithus. You got time-walking classic dungeons that include Dead Mines, Zul'Farrak, Dire Maul, Stratholme. The time-walking vendors also going to get refreshed with brand new items to purchase. There's going to be a new mini Trial of Style event, a Mount Mania to show off your mount collection, old time-walking world bosses returning like the Shah of Anger and the Archive of the Stone Watcher. I mean, there is such a massive amount of raw content coming with 11.0.5 that honestly, I think a lot of players are going to get blown away from all this. If they even just simply added just only the Blackrock Depths raid, I would have been freaking out. But adding all of this together with it is just, it's just the chef's kiss, man. And it's a knockout home run. But that's not actually everything because we aren't done yet. The Drakthir is actually getting access to more classes as well, which include the Hunter, Rogue, Priest, Mage, Warrior, and the Warlock. So we're getting a ton of new content and brand new classes toward the Drakthir, which is insane. Additionally, they also confirmed that you don't have to sit in dragon form to perform your class abilities, so you can actually be in your human-like form, which is incredible as well. Then additionally, for shamans out there, they're finally been listening and reworking the Ascendance form coming with the 20th anniversary. And these look insane. There are 3 different variants, which I'm not really sure how to obtain or, swap between. But nevertheless, I think they're really, really awesome. Very big W compared to the old Ascendance forms because those were definitely outdated. And then, finally coming with the 20th anniversary is the updated Tier 2 class sets available for purchase for every class in the game as rewards. And boy, oh boy, are we going to have our work cut out for us trying to obtain all these rewards. Brand new, fresh redesigns, HD updates for all these tier sets. Which is so freaking awesome, man. Not only that, they gave Demon Hunter 1, Death Knight, and Evoker all their own tier sets to obtain, resembling models and, enemies of that time period, so everybody gets a set in this case. I mean, this 20th anniversary event, in my opinion, can easily go down as one of these best 0.5 patches ever in the history of World of Warcraft, and I am blown away at this point to the commitment and dedication to just quality that they're really putting into the War Within so far. So let me know what you all think about it in the comment section below, because the 20th anniversary is coming very soon on the PTR. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we've been streaming live, you know, our War Within talk show, talking just about everything going on every week, every Wednesday night. It has been great so far. We're trying to break the record of 100 live viewers. So if you guys are interested, please come and tune in every Wednesday. I would really, really love it. You don't got to donate. You don't got to do any of that crap. Just come hang out, enjoy each other's company. I promise you won't be disappointed. Additionally, if you're looking for a guild or a way to meet new friends or players, check out the Discord link we have below to hop in there, get invited into the guild. All you have to do is join the Discord, put your character name, your server, your battle.net into the, guild invite tab in there, and we can get you in there today. I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. It's always an absolute pleasure to be making content for you all. Until the very end, my name is Sky from the Comeback Kids. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. Hey, hope you enjoyed the video. Listen, if you guys enjoyed the content, we have a ton of other videos to help you get through the War Within, like these two right here. And since you're already here, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button to join the Comeback Kids family today, because every subscriber matters. Thank you all so much for enjoying the video. I'll see you in the next one.